What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Us, Twan.
My name's Ramon.
We back.
Yes, we are.
What have we to talk about today, sir? The Roku TV.
Yeah, this was a little surprise from CES.
I expected something like this. I expected someone at CES to integrate Roku into a TV, some form of fashion, or somehow come out with a specific TV.
You was ahead of me. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, because Roku was quiet. I mean, they come out like almost once a year, maybe twice a year with, devices.
Well, it's maybe like once every year and a half. Actually, they're real.
Because what was it? The HDMI Roku that I actually bought. My brother came out, and the one right before it wasn't HDMI. It was like months before it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like,
Did you get him the 3?
I think it's the 3.
When did you buy it?
Was it last?
No, it wasn't the 3.
No, it wasn't last. It was the year before.
Yeah, that was like the XL or something they called it.
Yeah.
Because I bought my dad the Roku 3.
Right.
And that one's pretty dope. All right.
Yeah. Same format setup mostly, right?
Nah, the Roku 3 was a whole different experience.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get into it right now, actually. So what is Roku, I guess?
Yeah.
Before we even talk about the TV, it's a streaming box. So you think of Apple TV. It's this little thing, and you get access to your Hulu, your Netflix. They recently had YouTube. They finally got a YouTube app, which is a big win for Roku. They didn't have it for a while. But I think what makes Roku special is their experience is really solid. So they got like this ubiquitous search that you can just type in the name of something and it'll search across all the channels you have installed.
Nice.
So that in itself is really popular. So you imagine you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have HBO Go, all these things are on there. You're all set up, and you just type in Vin Diesel.
Right. Wow. Just the actor's name.
You could type in a name. You could type in a director, whatever. You get a returns a query of, okay, well, here's this movie that's on Netflix. Here's this movie that's on it, and right there you can go to play.
Wow. Okay.
So that is, for me, was one of the most popular, the most powerful features of Roku. Now you're talking Roku TVs. It's that experience
in a TV.
In a TV minus the box.
These services are really, really coming at the service providers.
Yes, but I think the problem is the average person doesn't know that a Roku exists, and those who do don't necessarily want another device, which is where the carriers, the providers get away with still charging $200 for a DVR box and all this madness, and which is why I appreciate the Xbox One, because Microsoft is making a play to do an ad hoc onto that, and then eventually be the cable box for that.
Right.
So no, they're definitely trying, and what makes it even worse for the providers is everyone wants their own thing.
Yeah.
HBO no longer cares about
service provider.
Yeah, they don't care about Optimum and Fios. They have their own app. That's a problem for Optimums and Fios.
Yeah. I think the next step is they're working on perhaps some sort of give and take service, because ultimately
they need them.
It's money. Mm-hmm. So the question is, how do you retain your whatever cost you charge these Optimum Fios, whatever the case may be? How do you retain that but provide somewhat of a free service?
It's tough.
What I'm saying?
It's tough. I think the movie industry will crack first before the providers do. The movie industry's got their fair share of problems. So,
but ultimately it becomes the movie industry that controls everything.
No, not so much
anymore.
Nah, because sitcoms are huge.
Right. But
you know what I mean.
But see, now
movies will gross $30 million, but every Thursday is talking about Scandal.
Right.
So it's a very they got power. The networks know what they're doing. Mm. They know what they're doing.
And most networks,
hopefully,
yeah. Most networks usually have some tie-in with the movie industry as well.
Yeah, or even you see dopeness like Marvel Shields. You ever watch that? Yeah.
I watched the first one.
It's good. I watched it. I'm probably at like episode. I'm on the first season.
Right.
Like a few episodes in, like 8 or 9 or some craziness, but it's good. It's surprisingly good.
I think I'm gonna probably check it out and watch it up some more.
So that would be a perfect example, right? Like, I want that. Avengers was good, but this feels like a side quest to Avengers that I didn't know I needed.
It's on ABC, right?
Is it ABC? Yeah. It's good.
Disney.
It's good. Right after Grey's.
Disney. So
get your Grey's in.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Whatever. So I mean, but like, all right. So what's special about the Roku? Like
the Roku TV?
Roku TV.
Well, first of all, they're coming in. I think there's like 3 different sizes or 5, starting from a 32-inch to a 50-inch.
I'll take 50, thank you.
I forgot the name of them. There's 2 manufacturers. One is TCL, the Creative Life, who's actually an OEM that makes screens for a lot of people. I think they make like LG screens or something like that. Like the actual displays, they make them on a few other manufacturers. I forgot the name of the other one. So it's relatively, you're going to be able to get your options, but I still have questions. Okay, is it LED? Probably will be, right?
Yeah.
But is it going to be good for gaming? What's the hertz? These type of things. So these are unknowns.
Yeah, it seems like they made the TV a little bit more for the person watching it than opposed to
you're definitely right.
Gaming. I mean, gaming is obviously a factor, but
no, you're definitely right.
The community is not. I don't think the community is large enough for them to say, okay, well, we'll make a gaming TV.
Yeah. What I really think is special about it is the Roku experience. So I know you have a point about smart TVs. You don't feel like this could measure up to a smart TV.
Yeah, for a few different other reasons. One being that smart TVs are online. I mean,
so is this.
Yeah, it is. But when you're saying there's a difference between a Roku and a smart TV.
Right.
A smart TV has more than just movie access. It has internet access. You can search. You can log into Twitter. You can log into what is that? Facebook.
Right.
And sooner or later, you'll be able to log into Instagram.
Right.
So that's the difference I feel between the Roku and because those are not options. Well, again, the one that I have, it's not an option.
I don't think there's no apps like that.
But
so, I would challenge your concept of a smart TV. A smart, let's look at the use case. Do I want to look at Facebook on my TV? No. Do I want to look at Twitter on my TV? No. Do I want to browse the web on my TV? No. And these are things people use to sell you an extra $300 on a TV because it can do these things, right? So my challenge to that is this something you use? Then it's not that smart.
And then I will rebut. I think that the world, and that's a vast blue orb, is going towards one singular device. A computer, yes, but all right. Just like ultimately, what do you watch more in your house? Your TV or your computer? They're gonna say the average person looks at their TV more than they look at anything else. The average person.
Not true.
Maybe.
They say their phone or their tablet.
Right, but
which falls on the computer.
Right. So now, if you have the option for Facebook, for Twitter, for Instagram, browse the web, full-blown web browser, whatever that might be, and watch TV, i.e., the direction that Microsoft is going. So you can do all of that with the Xbox One and still have the option to watch TV. Then that smart TV becomes smarter. I feel.
Well, I disagree mainly because the direction that these things are going is it mirrors the display of your mobile device. Right? I don't want to have to spend. I don't want to duplicate functionality. I want everything to just mirror the functionality I have on my phone. So, look at Samsung. This is huge to Samsung. This is why they spend all that money behind AllShare. Right? And I never understood it because they give you a Galaxy with a ton of features and then sell you a TV with a ton of features. Yeah. Like, if you really want to be smart, you link them together. Like, from the time you come home, you make it easy. Then you've got Apple with AirPlay.
Now they're doing
Remember, when the Apple TVs come out, Apple's not gonna be big on the smart TV. Right. You can run every app. No, Apple's Play is going to be, you can expand on the experience on your phone, on your TV, seamlessly. Right. Right? Because when we're all watching TV, what's next to us?
Our phones.
And when we're not home, what's next to us?
Our phones.
So it becomes a really good idea to take what we already have and make it better. Not, well, when I get home, there's an entirely different experience. And that doesn't work to Roku TV's point either. But I feel like Roku, what I really like about Roku and why I think it's much better, the concept of this is much better to be called a smart TV, is because it does what it does really well. Right. Like, I don't care about Facebook on my TV, right? It's there, fine. You want to sell it to me, it's there, fine. But what I do care about on my TV is that when I sit down in front of it, I can find what I want to watch. So I want them to make that better as opposed to giving me a browser on my TV.
Do you think that a Roku app that connects with a TV? So now here you are, you come home, you have your Samsung device, you download a Roku app. There we go. Set it up. I want to search for whatever, and it pushes to.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the way things are going. That's the way everything is going. Yeah. But I think Roku, they're off to a solid start, and that's their room for their growth, for their brand. Right. But they're off to a solid start with this. I mean, if anything at all, they make using a TV a better experience. Because
I think so.
I don't want apps. You get what I'm saying? Like, sure, we think of Netflix as apps, and we think of Hulu as apps, and HBO, but it's a network of content. It's a service. Right. Give me the surface. And the service, sorry.
Surface.
Exactly.
And don't that.
And don't make it in such a way where, and this is his biggest play, all right, I gotta hop out of Netflix now. Right. And then hop into to Hulu to watch. No. Let me just type Grey's Anatomy. That's it. That to me is the dopeness.
Does Microsoft do that? Search Grey's Anatomy. My Xbox search Grey's Anatomy.
And it will, yes. The Xbox will. It will.
One more plug for the Xbox One.
So, I mean, when you're talking price, Roku, the device themselves are $100, and they make a big play on price.
I don't see.
It won't be expensive.
I don't see it exceeding $1,000.
No, even for the bigger one,
$50.
Yeah, they're gonna bring the price down, and I think they're gonna kick everyone's ass in the TV industry.
I think that's a strong possibility they will. Yeah. But see, you know what? Everyone, son, Samsung has their sack on the backs of everyone in the, like, when you think interactive media, when you think Roku style, and I don't want to say Roku, what they're doing, Samsung is doing. Samsung does one thing, Roku does another. But that service, Samsung, like, in TVs, son, they do Samsung does TVs.
No, they do.
You know,
they do dope shit. Samsung,
and it's like here a company says, okay, here's Roku. We're going to allow the Roku experience during the TV, and then here comes Samsung putting their Timberland boot on the throats of Roku, and again the little man gets kicked in the back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, it could only be good for us.
Yeah.
Because hopefully this Roku thing will make Samsung challenge the concept of a smart TV. Mm-hmm. I think people call anything smart when you can get Facebook on it.
Yeah.
But not everything should have Facebook. You know what I mean?
Who wants your Facebook feed on your TV?
It's just that type of thing is terrible. But what makes a TV smart? Being able to have a unified search for content. That's what makes a TV smart.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's it. To me, that's the only thing that makes a TV. Maybe, you know, you could, like I gave
browser,
not a browser, but you can extend or mirror what you have on your phone or your tablet to a TV effortlessly.
Right.
That's what, and this is what Apple's gonna come and do it, and then kick everyone's ass, right? Because they're gonna do it so elegantly, and it's gonna be so nice and so simple, and everyone's gonna be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, let's reverse, right? And then there's Roku like, really? Hello?
Yeah. Hello, the Roku TV.
But I dig it. It's not for me.
Yeah,
I'll stick to a Roku device because I love my plasma.
Yeah.
I'm a specific dude. Like I require a performance TV. But if it's with my parents, I would buy it. I'd buy this thing.
I mean, I'd stick to my Chromecast.
Yeah, Chromecast is dope.
You know, it works. It does exactly what the Roku does, and you know.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it does something.
It does the mirroring.
Right.
You take the experience from your phone and so your TV, which to you is the same thing. Exactly. I don't care. You know what
I mean? Roku. We're gonna say this gently. Roku, and I always felt like it was for the individual who may not be able to afford something a little more pricier, like Samsung something.
There's
whatever
nothing.
Something.
There's nothing like a Roku.
Nothing. So when you buy a TV, it's not a smart TV. All right, it's just a bare LED, whatever TV, and you buy a Roku for your child, whatever. They love it because they can watch YouTube on. They can watch Vivo.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a ton of channels on there.
Yeah,
and that's Roku's other strong. I didn't even mention that.
Voodoo, Crackle,
channels.
HBO Go.
It's all there.
Showtime. Oh, Showtime make it yet? Showtime's app. Showtime at Epix.
I think Epix is there. I haven't seen
Epix,
Showtime.
I think, is there. Yeah, Showtime. You might have to.
Showtime still exists.
Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does.
Action movies from the 90s, are we?
Yeah.
Is that what they show still, or
no? That's Encore.
Oh, okay.
Encore doesn't have an app. Yo, it's like a million videos subscribed.
Okay,
but
I haven't had cable for like 4 years, so I'll forget about these things.
Yeah. So now it's Epix. Epix shows like they're better than HBO, son.
Really?
Yeah. They show the Avengers. They show all of Marvel. Or like they have them and Marvel have some sort of love relationship going on because they show everything.
Wonder who
Marvel.
owns them. Who owns Epix, people? Let us know.
Yeah, we're asking you questions now. Who owns Epix? So, I mean, it's all in all, I think that the Roku TV, it might, as for me, it might not make sense now. But tomorrow, it might make perfect sense.
It'd be dope if, like, Panasonic just, they licensed out the OS to people.
Yeah, but...
And Panasonic say, screw it. Panasonic TV with Roku installed. Like,
Yeah, and it's a plasma.
Yeah, well, they are going plasma for 4K, so we're screwed.
That might... Well, stay tuned for the next episode.
We'll tackle that.
Yeah.
Well, you think it's a step in the right direction, the Roku thing?
I think it's a step. I can't say if it's in the right direction.
Okay.
But I think it's definitely a step.
I like it. We'll see where it goes. My name's Ramon.
And I am Tuan, sir. Tuan.
We out of here.
Peace.